Right, so this mic has been very temperamental, so we're just going to crack on. So welcome if you're new. My name's Claire, not Crystal. This channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine, and I am filming them all still in Libra season, but this is now Scorpio season today, the day that I'm filming for. So I'm filming them all ahead so that after I finish filming them today, tomorrow, I can fully just be out of channeling mode, because I'd want it to be by now, but anyway, so I've said all this in another one. So this is the theme, gilded regret. Oh, so there's some type of regret is going to be the theme here. So we're kicking off right into 0 degrees of Scorpio with the darkness. So okay, so I just literally made up my own spread in like 2 seconds, so it's not, I've just kept it pretty simple anyway. It's pretty much what I do all the time, but just with an emphasis on shadow work. But the problem is, it's not really a problem. I help people with shadow work, shadow integration all year round anyway. So we're just going to use some of my darker cards and shadow work cards and like the Halloween ones. So again, the Halloween ones are really for some of you that like Halloween. I'm not a Halloween person, but right. So let's just crack on with this. So the theme is regret. Let's just keep it simple with that. And then resentful was wanting to jump in there too. Indignant, offended, and bitter. So someone's in regret. Maybe someone's in regret about being resentful, you know, like maybe this is somebody feeling like differently towards the situation now. So we'll see how that all makes sense. Because like I said, it can't be everyone's every day. Oh, we've not done the astro dice for a while. So use your common sense when you're listening, or your fucking common sense, I like to say. So 4th house, oh look, 4th house Scorpio. You could have Scorpio in the 4th house and Uranus. So wait a minute. Actually, that was Pluto. Oh my god, wait a minute. Pluto, Scorpio, wait a minute. Let me just, I have to. When I use this dice, I don't know why I can't recognise them on the dice. Wait a minute. Guys, I can't even remember what one it was now. I think it was Uranus, so I don't know why the hell I was saying Pluto. Pluto's a wee P. This must be a theme, right? Because right before I've come to film this, I just had the funniest thing where, like, it's just, but this is typically why I'm saying, like, this is why I am meant to just be, you know, after I finish this, like, having this time myself, because I'm more scatty. Like, I was calling up one of my, like, it was one of my cards, like, I was sorting out, basically, I couldn't get in the app. And I was like, yeah, it's not sending me the text, right? And I was like, it's not sending it to my number. I don't recognise my number. And the guy that I'd phoned yesterday, right, was like, oh, you know, I think when the person's putting your number, they've added the 0, you know, and you're not meant to, something like that. And I was like, it didn't really make sense when he said that. And I thought, I don't think that would really matter though, but whatever, the one today noticed right away, said, I wasn't reading it properly because it asked you to put in your code and then it'll send you the text, right? I was like, oh, fuck. Anyway, so I won't go into all ins out, but confusion, illusion. So I think if this is yours, be very careful. Oh, wow, that's so, right. Sorry, I never fail to be gobsmacked and amazed at how clever God is through using me to channel a message like this and my guides. That's what it is. Someone's in regret because they've been resentful towards someone, and now it's like, if you're the person you're finding out, perhaps you've been angry about something that you weren't right about or something like that. You've made the mistake though, because then that's so clever they're telling me that, because it was my mistake. Now it's not a big deal in my case, and also mine's just got led to 4/11 there, so you know the 4th and the 5th November could be significant, which is that. So that's actually the 5th of November is the Beaver Moon, the full moon in Taurus, so which isn't far away from when you're watching this. So yeah, but that's what I feel it is, because that was my mistake. And right away I was like, oh fuck, I really, like, before he even said it. So the penny dropped before the guy had to say it, because he laughed and I went, oh my god, wait a minute, I see what I've been doing. And I was like, right, sorry. And he was like, it's fine. I was like, and then sure enough it worked. So, you know, not everyone can be humbled like that. You know, I actually like when there's moments like that where you can be like, all right, do you know what, my bad, do you know what I mean? Because, and that's one of the things that annoys me about the way some people can talk about Aries, like that Aries can, you know, say sorry and stuff, and it's like that isn't the case with all Aries, because I'm really not like that. Like if I recognise I've done wrong, I take accountability and I do say sorry, like right away if I notice, right? And it's kind of like, but so there might be something about, now you might have done that, you might have recognised you got it wrong and instantly apologised, like what I've done in that situation, or you might not have and you're plagued with this regret. So definitely 0 degrees Scorpio, isn't it? So okay, very clever though the way they've done that, because I was just laughing at myself thinking, fucking hell, sun in the 12th house, do you know what I mean? It's like I bet you some of you that live with the sun in the 12th house are like, this is my daily experience, do you know what I mean? But it's, because the thing is, like, it's not like I never do stuff like that. I can now and again, because it's like I said to the guy, look, I'm going to blame my dyslexia, dyspraxia, ADHD, and all the rest of it right now. And then I felt like saying my sun in the 12th house, but I didn't say that bit. I often do get in the big astrology chats with advisors and that on the phone, but I didn't today. I couldn't be arsed. Right, so that's wanting to peek out. I'm not even using that. Deck Stormfields. So yeah, I think that's what it is. Like 9 is endings. We're in year 9 as well, like a 9 year. I feel something's happened here that's created a bit of a storm, a bit of a ruckus. I don't even use that word, but that's what I heard. And now it's like something didn't quite add up. You didn't have all the facts. Now the 9th of May could be significant, or the 5th of September as well. I can see on the cards. Right, let's get, so that's the theme. That's enough of a theme. What's the subconscious? What's the subconscious fear going on? Secrecy. Oh dear. Right, so now this is on the feminine side, or the masculine's feminine energy. So there's some kind of secret. So from the feminine's perspective, it feels like the masculine's very secretive, and it's, so you don't really know what's going on, and it's probably, like I say, it's probably going to be because you've not spoken to them for ages. So whatever it is, either this person's like that anyway, or you don't know what the fuck it is because you've not spoken to them. So, and if it's for the masculine feminine side, you're feeling like the feminine secretive, or there's just basically some kind of secret. So this is definitely very Scorpio. What have we got for the masculine subconscious? That one wanted to leap out. Perchance to dream. Now that has something interesting going on there. Now I'm going to, thank God the book is there. So this is a book that I normally, like, you know, because if you're new to me, I basically was told over 15 years ago now, because I'm a natural medium, like basically don't read the books, they hold you back. So I took it quite literally, and no, she actually said burn the books, they hold you back. Now I didn't do that because all of these things are a lot of money, but I do tend to do that with most decks. Like I just wing it, right, and I just say what the guides are saying through me. But with some of them, I like to read, and with this one, it is quite complex. So I'm going to look up what that means. But before I look, I do, and I've just opened the book at self-worth. So I feel somebody sabotaged through low self-worth. That's definitely what happened here. When you draw this symbol, you're asked to consider what value do you place on yourself in your life. So, in fact, I'm going to read that. Oh, do you believe in yourself, or do you behave in a way that tells others you're not worthy? All my children act with self-respect, no matter the circumstances they come from. Self-worth, self-esteem mean that you will not allow yourself to be led into compromising situations. So I feel I feel what I'm tuning into here. Remember, because this isn't everyone, so I'm going with what I'm feeling the strongest. The feminine was like, you're too secretive. There's too much shady energy here, you know. And if you did even see this person at all, it's like you're just getting little bits and bobs of them. And so, which is fine if this is casual. Remember, that's going to be some people's situations, right? But I feel like if this was, like, say this was a relationship, like this person was like that too, and it's like that, there's something weird here. So again, you know, that's not everyone's situation, so tune into what's going to make sense for you. But it's like the feminine's like, I can't stand this. It's too, like, it's just too elusive, right? Love yourself, for I next love you dearly and want the best for you. Act as though you are worthy of only the best, and you shall have it. Keep your head high. But I feel overall, it's like the masculine didn't feel like they deserved this connection, and so they picked holes in it. I said that in the video for the day before as well, but it's a theme that's coming through, because self-sabotage is going to come up a lot for the Scorpio season, but because that's why I help people with that all the time in my Pluto 0 degrees Scorpio. Now, where is that? Why is that not that card? I'm very confused. So again, there could be... That is that deck. Yeah, that is that deck. See, there's a lot of confusion here with what happened to me before I came on. What on earth? Wait a minute, I mean, let's just look for what's called perchance to dream. I was just going to say, basically, somebody could be... The masculine's having a lot of dreams about the feminine. Maybe it isn't that deck. I could have sworn that is that deck. Perchance to dream. Oh god, because I've got so many decks that are similar, but what one is it then? Wait a minute. Right, it's part of the message. I can't be arsed. I mean, I'll find it somewhere. I'll find it tomorrow or tonight because that's gonna annoy me. That's a dark mirror deck or something. I just found the box for it, but fuck knows where the book is. So right, we're good. Right. See what they're doing? That's so clever. It's to remain a secret. It's to remain a mystery. Because we don't know what it means. Like, I don't know what it means, and I can't be bothered tuning into. It's to remain a mystery. That's the message. I never do that. I could get stuff out of it, but I feel that's what it is. The masculine has kept all these feelings inside, because this is the subconscious fears and desires. It's like the masculine was more comfortable dreaming and keeping this love a secret than doing something about it. Now I have got the deck of the House of the Night. Could we get something? Is there anything that we can know about the subconscious fear of whoever that's going to make sense of this? High Priestess of Spirit. Yes, I feel this is somebody dreaming about their feminine. And the High Priestess of Earth. Now, oh dear. And then Beauty. So 40 could be significant too. So something could be 40 in July. That's very significant. But the Rose, Mary Magdalene energy here too. But yeah, I feel it's like somebody holds a candle in secret for someone, but they could have chose like a high priestess of it. You know what I mean? So somebody could have chose somebody that was like an earth sign, but they're in love with a fire sign is what I would take from that. But we'll just we'll see what these ones. Let's just have a wee peek at the... That's funny though. They do look very similar, those cards. But oh my god. Shit, I think there might be copycat energy going on here too, because those cards are so similar. That's why. Like, look, the shape and everything. That's why I couldn't... I'm like, that is that deck, and it's not. So somebody could have been like, this is the person I'm meant to be with, this is the person I'm meant to be with, and it's like, oh wait a minute, no, I'm meant to be with that person. That's what I'm feeling. Or they're the baddie, they're the goodie. Like, you know what I mean? They're the lust, they're the love. And then it's like they've got it the wrong way around. Every rose has its thorns, and the symbol of beauty reminds you that beauty is never perfect. Just as beautiful experiences you have will not be perfect forever. Oh, that's so sad. I think that's how this masculine feels. When I had that with this person, it was amazing. But I don't get to keep things like that forever. And remember I said that it felt like self-sabotage. When you revel in beauty, that is true. You can look at yourself in the mirror and realise that you're already perfect as you are. And remember, it was all about this person didn't feel worthy, so they self-sabotaged. When you choose this symbol, it is a sign of beauty all around you. Keep a positive attitude, expect wonderful things, and they will come to you. See yourself as beautiful and know that beauty is not skin deep. It includes qualities that lie well beneath the surface. Look for the truer beauty in others as well, and look beyond appearances. But it could have been as well for this masculine energy. Your lesson in life was not to purely go after looks, like the card saying. It's like, you know what I mean? Because, like, I think somebody's, in a lot of regret for picking the wrong person, believing the wrong person, something like that. Looks fade, personality doesn't, kind of thing, you know what I mean? It's a bonus if you fancy your person or that. But right, so what else have we got here? So I can already see the vibe has changed with it being Scorpio season. So the charms we've got here, yeah, someone's ascendant, but I feel the thing is, if someone's not already ascendant, feeling this way about themselves, they're gonna rise like the phoenix rising in Scorpio season. Your luck's changing, the wheel of destiny and fate is turning, yes, because your discernment's going to be cranked up in Scorpio season. This masculine is very loyal and devoted, wow, with the dog, but all in secret. They're going through a transformation. Something about the beach or the sea with the shells, whatever you get from that. There's an octopus, but that can be beach, sea energy as well. Oh no, it's not an octopus, but I saw it as an octopus. So again, look at all the mistakes in this. I feel whoever I'm channeling the energy of, somebody feels fucking all over the place, either right now as you're watching it, or they did in the past, and they could be through that, or your person does. But look at all the mistakes. It's a dragon. So dragons are guiding you right now, dragon codes. Yeah, that's what I can feel. This person feels like they let go of their seahorse, the one they love, the one they dream about in secret. They could have settled down with like an air sign, because that's got priestess in there. Now it's quite interesting that both have got priestess too, because what I'm wondering is like, this could be like a rare case where like somebody's been torn between two people, because it feels like two people could be quite psychic or spiritual, and it's kind of like, I don't like the word spiritual, because spiritual means different things to different people, but that's what came out of my mouth. It's like, but it feels like it could be that like somebody's abusing their gift, and someone's using their psychic gift to be manipulative, or it could be darker stuff, and someone's pure of heart and using it for the greater good and spirit, and it's like this person got mixed up between who's who. So that's really quite specific, but that's what I can feel. So because I was mentioning self-sabotage so much, I just want to see consciously then, what's a wound, or because my question was actually like the root cause, but so we've already got the root cause, but let's see what the person's conscious of. Victim consciousness. So again, so this is in the feminine energy, but it's going to be the masculine feminine side too. Watch you're not falling into victim consciousness, especially around Christmas, because that's got a 12 on it, unless it's like the 12th of November. But don't fall into like dark energy, like as in like depression. Well, it's easy for me to say don't fall into it, because even I don't like this time of year either, but you know what I mean, I feel it's like try to do things that make you happy and uplift your energy. Now it could be because this person's in a dark night of soul with all the regret. We'll just see what we got. Wild, yeah. So wild in reverse. So this person like suppressed, like they pushed down their passion for a soulmate, look, because they thought it wasn't meant to be. I feel somebody chose a karmic soulmate over a twin flame. Wow, we're starting off with a dramatic one, but that's what it feels like soulmate in reverse. Somebody chose. Something scared, the feminine scared this masculine. Like, I feel, although that came out in the masculine side, I feel the feminine's like, look, there's like a dragon again. So someone's very connected to dragon. Oh, and also I'm filming it on the 15th. I mean, obviously this is for the 23rd, isn't it? But that could be significant. Also, 15's the devil. Yeah, that's what I feel. That there's such a theme with the ones that I've done back to back. This person felt like the divine feminine was like this temptress and seductive and siren energy. It's something bad. Like, this person's going to hurt me. Like all the other ones that hurt me. But it's like whoever they've chose that thinking this is the person I'm meant to be with. Karmic soulmate. It was all through self-sabotage. Intense stuff. Right, okay, so well, now that we've got the tea for whoever this is, that'll be enough information for you to know if it's yours. What else? I want to do some Halloween cards too. What else do we need to know? What do we need to know about the karmic energies? Like, is it still going on? No, fuck this. Like, this is so funny. This was for the one before as well. I always call the 8 of Cups the fuck this card, right? Everyone knows that. But And specifically with these cards, there's loads of cats lurking about in the cards. So that's one. This is one of the decks where I've associated that with not being a good thing. But trust me, it's not just that. It's like the coffee cup card I've got as well. It's specifically got two-faced friends, so that could be significant too. But and jealousy, and then loads of other ones. So someone's saying fuck this and moving on, healing after a karmic situation. Because the Four of Swords, I bet you can see this, someone's healing. But then see the cancer again. I think it's meant to be protection, this bit. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like somebody, I think someone's needing to heal from codependency, or they did in the past. Somebody just kept coming back like a bad smell. This cat's fucking everywhere. But it's like, this is all the people this person's leaving behind. Like, fuck this. Like, I've just realised you're all karmic people. I don't want to do with you. You're holding me back. I'm the emperor. Boom. Moving on. That's okay. That's what's coming out there. We'll leave that for the thumbnail. Like, don't be gel, be ream. I'm moving on. That's what's coming through. What's the action then? What's the action this masculine needs to take? Because it actually feels like, although this is pretty dark and this person's been either still in regret or they've been in regret. I'm reading it for both because it's past, present, future for different people. I feel like one of the really romantic, maybe one of the cards I haven't seen yet is going to come out. The reason I bought it, let's see. What's the action that this masculine is guided to take? Doesn't mean they're going to take it, but what's the action? Let the secrets out. Like, remember the first card was secrecy? Oh, that's why. Doesn't always make sense until the next card comes out. Wait a minute, I need to get that. Look. Hidden enemies. Fear, illusion, deception. That's why. This is like a story I told recently, right? You don't know. We could have thought that guy or that gal was being harsh, leaving this many people behind. We don't know what these people done. They could have all done something really individually. Now, they could know each other, or some of them, these people look like they know each other. That person looks like someone else. These people could have all acted in a shady way, betrayal, all that kind of, it's like when you're healing and growing, you do ascend, right? But look, hidden enemies. Either way, they were hidden enemies. So it's good. It's a good thing this person's saying, fuck this. But we could have, anyone watching this could have been like, well, that's a bit harsh, but it's not. They were hidden enemies. It was wise. God, I've been there in my life for this anyway. But yeah, look, that actually fits with what I said too at the start, because it's not me. There's just channeling it through me. There's some kind of secrecy energy. Someone's in a lot of regret in secret, or regret about secrets, about something to do with love that they've held back. But also all the shit about, like, look, they've kept that a dream, not doing anything about it, but also because they've picked somebody else at some point, right? But also on top of that, there's hidden enemies that someone's discovered. Fuck it, right? Okay, so that's the action is what we already channeled. To walk away when you discover, don't hang around for more, But it is also let out the secret feelings. Scorpio bringing out the secrets on the first day of Scorpio, love it. So what's another action? Because you're the King of Wands, baby. Right, I'm getting sick of saying this. This is hilarious. That card's come out so many times. I filmed ones yesterday for the end of the Libra season. Oh, someone could be a Leo because I said Leo. And that makes sense. Someone's like, fuck this, I'm moving on. I'm in my power. I'm a natural leader, visionary, long-term success. I'm going for my Queen of Wands. Because remember, that's what I got from this. Someone's in love with a fire sign, but they settle down with an earth sign at some point. Or if it's not, it doesn't need to be fire sign, earth sign. It could be any sign, but because I don't usually home in on that. But and they're heading straight for the Queen of Wands. They've been working on themselves, or that's the work that was the group that was working against them, to burden them, to slow them down. Burden, responsibility, hard work, completion. But it's over. King of Swords too. This person's coming in to be very direct. Clarity, intellectual power, authority, truth. Yeah, this person's coming in with the truth of the secrets. Oh my God. This is a bit juicy. Right. But I need to wrap this up because I need to film the next day too, and it's like I want to get out a walk today. So What? But it's cool because I can see how the energy's changed from doing the Libra ones to the Scorpio ones, so it makes it less boring for me channeling these. So what have we got? But it makes it harder for me to take a break too, because I really do love I love what I do, but I'm going to have a break because I know it'll be over within the flash of an eye. What does this masculine want to say? Like, I think it's something. Yeah, look, I was about to say, I think it's I'm on my way to you. I want to reach out, but I don't know how. But this person's going to find a way because they're the King of Wands. Up, right, I'm done. What are the chances that I say that and that comes out? It's because God's speaking through me. I bet people said that along with me there. Look, I'm so scared to change, but it came out reverse kind of yet. No, they're not. Not letting that get in the way. Far too much passion. That's in reverse. My fears keep stopping me. This person knows you don't trust them. That's the hesitation. But they can't get you out of their head. And they've healed whatever the one thing was in the past. They've healed that, or they've just got out. It might be for some cases they've just got out of it. So grateful for you. Right. But when you find out the truth, what if you don't accept me for who I really am? Oh my God, it all makes sense. Right, okay, so loving this, but I mean, I don't know if we need an outcome card, but I've put that let's get an outcome. Let's also, because of let's get a wee message from the feminine. Wait a minute. Oh my God, it's that one again. This is so funny because this is Scorpio season. You make me so, just think, well, you can read that. I'm not saying that. I said it another one. I will be your cheerleader every day. I get so confused with your behaviour. But you know what? That kind of wanted to come out reverse too. I don't usually read my own cards reverse. It's like I feel if you're this person, you get this person. You get this person like nobody else does. They confuse the fuck out everyone else. They confuse the fuck out you too, but you get them. I could never love anyone as much as you. But that makes sense, because if it's your true twin flame, like I understand my one. Like, don't get me wrong, he's very secretive and confusing and fucking, I haven't spoken to him for years now, so it's, you know what I mean? But it's like, I do get him, basically, because he is my twin flame. There's no doubt in my fucking mind about that. Right, I think yin yang might come out. Let's see. So, what's the outcome for this pair, or all the people that resonate with? There's a surprise coming. You may be I feel you may be about to be surprised that this person's taken a lot of time. Well, I can't find it. You know, they've taken a lot of time to heal, and they're now the King of Wands. The King of Wands has a surprise, basically. Now, this is kind of reminding me of Christmas or something, because it's got a present, unless someone's got a birthday. I think you might be surprised that this person feels the same. Unrequited love in reverse. And then they've obviously acted like they didn't because they chose someone else. They definitely confused you at some point. Labyrinth. Even when you feel lost, there's a way through the labyrinth. I think the intensity, I don't think I can feel the intensity sent that King of Wands flying away. Like, you know what I mean? It was like, they couldn't handle it, but now they're back and they can handle it and they want it. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs, great lows. You know what that's reminding me of? I don't know if many people will have seen this film, but it's a really great film. It's not scary, but it's a bit eerie at some points, right? It's called Where the Crawdads Sing. And I channeled about it when I watched it at the time. But it's a great film. And it's very triggering though. It's definitely got, I mean, this is definitely a film to mention for the start of Scorpio season. But if you grew up in an abusive home, maybe sort of just make sure you're in the right place where you watch it, because there's, in that film, her childhood is very abusive. Like, you know, like basically the dad drives like the whole family away, like the mum away, and then she's got all these different brothers and sisters, and she stays behind to be loyal, and then he fucks off on her too, and she basically brings herself up like in this marshland. That's why she's called, they call her Marsh Girl, you know, like, well, it's bullying, isn't it? Like, she lives on her own. And so anyway, you need to watch it, but it's got, the reason it reminded me of that is because she meets a wee boy when she's young, and then I can't remember exactly how it goes, but it was like, I watched it twice at the time, but it was like she meets a boy when she's young, and then it's like they fall in love when they're really, really young, like kids, right? And then they see each other again when they're a bit older, as teenagers or whatever, or younger adults. And, you know, they start like spending time together and that, and they almost sleep with each other, but they don't, because he's like, not like this, like, you know, because I think they nearly do it outside or something, and he's like, not like this, I want it to be special, right? All that jazz, right? because, and it's not just being romantic, it's because he knows how wounded she is. Like, she's been abandoned by her whole family. And but the thing is, it's more complicated. Like, she understands why the brothers and sisters abandoned her, because well, they didn't abandon her. They needed to say, it's like they all needed to save themselves. That's how bad it was. So I sincerely hope nobody's resonating with this, but it was like, you know, it was that bad in the film. So but basically what's really sad about it, right, is then so the guy needs to go away. I don't know if he's maybe meant to be in the military or something like that. Might be something like that. Anyway, he goes away, he's off the scene. But I think he actually, that's what it is. He's only meant to be, there was some, wait a minute, there was something about 4th of July. I think he was only meant to be away for a short period of time, and then he didn't come back, but basically was scared. It was too intense and he ran away. And then, but when he comes back, she's been getting to know this other guy, and side note, that other guy is hot. But but that's got nothing to do with it. But I just remember being like, oh, it's a shame the other one. But anyway, it's, you know, he's meant to be a bad boy, and they chose a good looking bad boy. But they're both good looking guys actually in the film. But he's quite. That's so funny how I always say it in the film, but it's like I don't know why I say that, but I'm always like in the film. But basically, the long and short of it is, he's not a nice guy, right? And it's like he manipulates her, and you know, he takes her to a hotel, they sleep with each other. I mean, he kind of makes it look like, you know, it's not like he doesn't, you know, he doesn't. I don't want to use these words, but he doesn't do that. But it's, you know, there's a bit of pressure there, and so it's just kind of sad when you know the whole story. And then basically, though, it turns out so spoiler alert if you want to watch it, turn the volume down now because it's a big spoiler alert, because it's a good film. Seriously, I'm going to give you a few minutes if you feel like you want to watch this, because it's a thriller. It's a thriller and it's a mystery, and it's a good film. But basically, right, if you're not bothered, I'll carry on. He already has a girl. I think he's actually got a fiance. He's got a girlfriend or fiance. And so it was that kind of old chestnut where he was wanting to keep, oh, wait a minute, secret. He was wanting to keep the girl, I can't remember her name in it, like secret, because she lives away in the marshland. And, but it's because he's already got a girlfriend and fiance. But then what happens is, so he's a narcissist. Basically, the guy's a narcissist. He bumps in to the girl with his girlfriend, and you know, and she's like, oh, you know, this is such and such, and so she doesn't let it on, and that she obviously knows right away, because I think the girl even says, oh yeah, I'm his fiance, and she like runs away obviously upset, because as far as she's concerned, they're like meeting up all the time and they're in love, and she's gave him a necklace that she made and all this kind of stuff, right? So, and she's very vulnerable, this girl too. So anyway, she's like, what the fuck? So anyway, that horrible guy comes running after her. Well, you know, he has to go out in the boat, and he's yeah, there's a horrible bit where he's trying to look for her, and he's shouting on her, and he's shouting quite aggressively, and she's hiding in the marshland, so that's a bit creepy too. So anyway, all this could be relevant. It could be like quite abusive karmic people that you're dealing with, or you did in the past, male or female. But there's even more of a twist to it, which is, you know, why you should really watch it, because there's a whole big thing where somebody ends up dead basically, and it's like who done it kind of thing, and it's all, yeah, it's a really good film. But the point being, it's so I've basically went into so much detail, but it's probably because it's, you never know what bits are going to make sense to different people. It's it was more why I reminded that film was the innocence and the connection. Like the guy is in love with her, like the good guy's in love with her from like a kid, but it scares him and he runs off. And then when he runs back, unfortunately, that's when she's already been mistreated by this other guy. And I don't really know how they get together. I think, but that's what it is. She's like not wanting to hear it. Like he's like, I'm sorry I left you. I'm sorry I left you. And of course she's like, well, you know what I mean? I've just fucking went through hell. I've failed for it, you know. But it's so he tries to make up there, and she won't let him do it. And then I think she must eventually, right? And then it's quite romantic. Like they end up growing old together, and you know, and then you know, you see it even growing old into. Basically, that's the nice bit of it. I always find it really romantic because it's like that was, oh yeah, because it really, I remember when I was watching it now, it's like she's away from everyone, and he's like, I didn't want to have to. This is so deep. I didn't want to have, there's so much things about secrets, because we got the moon and we got the card about secrets. I didn't want to have to leave like my family and my friends and everything. Like, you live away out here on your own. I didn't want to have to leave them all behind, right? Which is fair enough. But then it gets to the point he's like, I have to. Like, I'm in love with you. I want to be with you. Especially if these people were like, trying to keep that. And I think they were. They were like, she's a weirdo. She lives in the marshlands. And that's why I said at the time, like, look, I don't think you could be a divine feminine, male or female, and not associate with that bit of it. Hopefully, know any of the rest of it. You know what I mean? And even getting involved with narcissists stuff. But like, like karmic energies. But it's kind of like, the being different thing, and like people not like whatever, people talking shit and all that. It's but yeah, but it's like he's in the end. It's a bit like the Notebook. He's like, well, it's not like the Notebook, is it? It's like I can't even think what film it's like, but he's like, I choose you. Like, I'm walking away from all of this, and I'm choosing you. Like, and then he goes to live in the marshland with her. It's just, and the thing is, it's a bit dramatic. It's like a wee boat ride away from the town, but it is further away. It's like peaceful, quiet, away from everyone else. So maybe that's actually what this masculine wants. Like, but after all this drama. But either way, that's really cool that they made me bring up that film, because I really want to watch it again. It's not in my recordings anymore, but it is a brilliant film. Very, like you said, it is romantic, but it's more the hard hitting stuff in it, and it's more a thriller because it's all about the mystery of who killed the guy, kind of thing. Right, okay. I'm going to leave that there, but I'm going to get the thumbnail. Wait a minute. Right, I've worked out a way I can pause it, and then I've taken the thumbnail. It's easier to take the thumbnail on the screenshot rather than the camera. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing that one. It's deep and it was intense, but it's right. I'm looking forward to doing the next one. See you later. Have a lovely day whenever you watch this.